Welcome back to The Joy of Practice. My name is Joseph E. Reed from Music Unlimited. And today I'm going to be talking about getting started. So, we've been talking about practicing and how to get the most out of your practice. And so, sometimes people have trouble because they feel overwhelmed or maybe they're just bored when it comes time to practice music. But really, a lot of it is just getting started. And so this episode is about getting started. Now, if you have already done the before unit of your practice, if you've already done the preparation, then when it comes time to start, it's going to be a lot easier. But if you haven't prepared already, it's more of a challenge to start. So make sure that you have a laser focus, you know exactly what it is that you're going to be working on. Make sure you're prepared both mentally with your mindset and also have the equipment that you need, right? And then also, it's really helpful to visualize ahead of time what it is that you're going to be accomplishing. Set your goal and let your mind be programmed to work toward that goal. So we've done the before unit and now it's time to get started. And I've heard it said that 80% of life is just showing up. Right? Just get started. Just be there. Be ready to do it and let's get going. And I've experienced this a lot in my life. Like, there are a lot of things that I want to do and I'll put them off. Like, maybe I'll do it later or whatever. And it's like, look, let me just get started. Once I start, then things just flow. So in this video, I'm going to give you a few tips, a few strategies to help you to get started during your practice and so that you can have the most success. So there's a few tools that I use that help me get started. One of them, probably the most powerful, is a routine. And so this goes along with the preparation unit, but my routine is the order of events, the set things that I do pretty much every time that I practice. And so I can tailor this to what it is that I'm working on and what my needs are. But there are lots of examples out there of practice routines that you can find and make them your own. But having a routine takes a lot of the pressure out of the way. So you're not like wondering, okay, what do I do first? What do I do next? Like, you already have it there. It's written down. It's already established. So it makes it easier to get started. What do I start with? Well, let's start at the beginning. What's first? This, you know. One of the things that I like to start with, and this is not, a requirement for everybody, but I start with a win, something that's going to give me an automatic boost of success. Like, yes, I'm making progress, already. And so usually a easy win for me is like a warm-up exercise. So if I'm on piano or even on guitar, I'll do some scale work. I remember when I was teaching as a middle school music teacher, as a vocal music teacher, and every day when class started, I had a routine. And the first thing that we did was we would start these warm-ups. And I would have the students repeat after me and sing things after me, and I'd sit down at the piano and start playing da 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 da, and they knew automatically, it's time to start. And they were trained, and I was trained, and it was easy to get started because we knew what the routine was. So have a routine. Start with something that's easy, an easy win. It doesn't have to take a long time to accomplish. Sometimes only a minute long or less can be a great starter activity. Another thing that I have found to be really helpful for getting started is the routine that I have of starting a timer. And I say, okay, I'm prepared. I got my equipment with me. I have my timer. I am going to start by hitting start on the timer button. And I say, I'm going to do 3-minute warm up. Ready, set, go. And when I hit start, it's like the clock is running and it's like, I gotta go. So using a timer really helps me get started. Also, something about having a set time helps to reduce the overwhelm or the anxiety. Like, I know that there's a start and a stop, and I know it's not going to be too much. So using a timer is a helpful tool. So let me know in the comments below, what are some tools or strategies that you use to just get started when it's time to practice? What is your practice routine, and how do you get into it? This is very important, very helpful, because once you're into it, then you can start getting the most out of it. I hope you find this helpful. If you do, please give a thumbs up, like this, and share it with others. Also, make sure you're subscribed so you can get other content when it comes out. And if you have a comment or a question, please leave it below. And once again, my name is Joseph, and this is The Joy of Practice.